How come I'm here on set? Well, the first primary job is to set up the camera. Our camera particularly is set up in 4K HD because we will be delivering at 1080p. So we just selected to go with 4K HD and making sure the camera settings are all proper. Getting the hard drives prepared for Julia, the AC. And then once they're done shooting the footage material, they give it to me. I can check for focus, balance, how the camera's look is coming up on the computer, make sure there's no problems or anomalies, making sure we're at 25 frames per second because we are delivering to PAL, to the BBC. Hello, BBC. I like this particular movie a lot, even though it's low budget, because Darren and Simon Tams seem to have put together this team of people to pull it off. The DP has been good, and his crew, his key grip, his lighting guys, they've been like exceptional. They're guys coming from Wolverine, Transformers, and other like high budget movies, and everybody just seemed to pitch in on this particular movie. Wasn't definitely for the money, so the crew's just, it's been phenomenal. We've had no problems with the crew. Equipment has been another story, but crew has been A-okay. The new thing is red camera, and versus film, you could save a lot of money if you treat it right, and you can get into post-production quickly or instantly. For example, on this feature film, it works perfectly because we're not delivering to film, we're delivering to HD 1080p. And the great thing about this is the director's actually doing the editing, and he's doing the compositing likely, or involved with a lot of the compositing and putting the green screen. So to the best of my knowledge as of today, all the footage we're transcoding into a ProRes HQ, which we are using for an offline, possibly an online situation. I will take all the footage, convert it, send it into the computer. We're backing up 3 different divisions. We're backing up to the computer and 2 external hard drives, rated. From there, Alex Cox will take it home and he can edit immediately. One of the drives will probably go to Phil Tippett Studios. Thank you, Phil Tippett, for being involved with this. You guys are quite possibly the best. And Phil Tippett Studios is going to start doing the background plates, the miniatures, and whatever else awesome things they do there to do for all the backgrounds of the green screen. Alex Cox will do his entire edit. They will put the compositing into it, color correct, and voila, you may have a movie that quickly. Budget, keeping budget in mind, low cost, and you can basically relatively afford all your own equipment, not be under the scrutiny of post house or even under the control of a studio. Everything here, everything we're using is privately owned. The cameras being brought to us by the producer Simon Tams, Ed Gutentag, and other people involved with the film. The lenses are helped through the DP. The equipment was helped to myself and through Alex Cox buying a computer. So a lot of it is just in between us, and we're able to produce a feature film of high quality and caliber at a reasonably low rate cost. So in a nutshell, what we're looking at here, right here, is Red Cine. Red Cine is one of the versions and one of the software packages we can look at footage and Red Cine, your footage through. You bring it in raw, and you can output to anything you want to work in. DPX, TIFF, QuickTime, and it's time to roll. So I'm going to show you a little bit quietly while they roll in the background. Here we have our library. We can scroll back and forth, and we can selectively look at shots and select shots to work with. This is where we'll bring shots in. In our player, I can do on my project settings, look at the image, move it around, come in, check focus, check lighting, check everything. I can set up my shot. I can color grade, lose all the saturation, do a first light, play with some of the gamma curves, add a little bit of color to it, or what have you. But this is not the only software we have to play with. We also have Red Alert, provided to us for free by Red, the company itself, which does a lot of the same things and parameters that you can see: your exposure, your contrast, your brightness, all your color matrix, and your gamma curve or S curve, and you can render up to anything you want. We also have Red Rushes, which is a very rapid, fast, multi-thread processing render engine for converting footage and transcoding. And here I was just looking at full resolution 4K images back and forth that we were comparing with different filters, trying to come up with the most perfect filter and debayer for this particular project, which Eric Levin is in charge of and is doing an incredible job from Philtip Studios, of course. And here I'm going to show you a very fast, rapid way for us to look at footage through Apple's footage viewer. I'll bring up some footage that we've transcoded. So in Repo Chick, I've transcoded to ProRes HQ for offline, and I will quickly thumb through it. Hopefully you enjoyed our time here on the DIT station for Repo Chick. My name is Luis Flores, and enjoy the movie.